The horses are ready and the field is set at Churchill Downs. Saturday marks the 150th consecutive running of the Kentucky Derby.
It's the longest continuously held sporting event in the country. Last year, a South Florida man won the ultimate prize when Mage crossed the finish line.
It was a dream come true for Miami native Ramiro Restrepo. He's the co-owner of the Thoroughbred. The University of Miami graduate's early experiences attending local races with his family laid the foundation for his journey into the sport, and we recently spoke with him. Take a listen. Thank you so much for being with us. So Mage's celebrated success was simply amazing, but now you're training another horse, Victory. So describe what goes into this type of preparation and training for Victory.
Sure. So, Victory Avenue was a horse that last June we went to the horse racing's version of like the NFL draft, and we looked over several hundred prospects, and we kind of drafted him, picked him up at an auction, and from the get-go he showed a lot of ability, a lot of talent, and he's been a horse that's been in training for a little over 8 months, trying to qualify for the Kentucky Derby. Alas, he won't be able to make the race. He hit a physical growth spurt. You can't control nature sometimes, so
sure.
He's on a little bit of a timeout, just kind of filling out and growing up, and hopefully for 2025 we'll have some other potential prospects.
So what happens?
Victory.
Yeah, what happens during that timeout? What is the next few months for Victory Avenue going to look like?
Sure, he's kind of just going through like a spa fit for a king, right? He goes to the water treadmill and gets hand walked every day, gets turned out in a paddock, and you're just letting nature run its course. You're just letting him fill out and grow up, much like any athlete that's kind of going through some changes at the moment. So it's just patience. You just can't rush nature.
They're so beautiful. Looking ahead to the big picture, what trends in horse racing are we seeing now?
Well, more than anything, it's amazing. Down in Australia, there's these huge concepts of syndicate racing where 200, 300, 400 people get together and they all join one big group and all share in the fun of horse racing, and the syndicate style ownership is invading North America, which is pretty cool because it's not just one individual that shares in all the glory. You can bring in a bunch of friends, families, and acquaintances, and everyone get together and join in the fun of horse racing. So it's a really interesting and new concept that's taking off.
Probably makes it more accessible to more people as well.
100%. What's one thing when one person has to invest several $100,000 where you could put up a couple $100 and have some action on the racetrack and enjoy one heck of an experience.
Yeah, you said it was a lot of fun. We saw you celebrating Mage's victory. You certainly looked like you were having a really great time. What's next for Mage and getting the animal acclimated to life after racing?
Sure. So we're quite fortunate. When Mage achieved that victory, he basically put himself in the upper echelon of horse racing, where now he's a stallion. So he's been retired to Lexington, Kentucky, to Airdrie Stud, and his life consists of many dates. To put it nicely, he'll be visiting 170 mares.
Wow.
Over the course of the spring, and that's his life from now on. He'll be living in a paddock and enjoying a wonderful life.
To maybe breed some future winners, for sure.
Yeah, some baby Mages in 11 months. So,
yes, a long lineage he'll have,
for
sounds
sure.
like. Thank you so much for being with us.
No, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks.
For sure.